the speech we spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without an apology?
The day is out of such prolixity. We'll have no Cupid hoodwinked with a scarf, bearing a Tartar's painted bow of lath, scaring the ladies like a crow-keeper. Nor know without the book prologue faintly spoke, after the prompter for our entrance. But let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure, and be gone.
Give me a torch, I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have soles of lead, so stake me to the ground and I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with the light feathers, and so bound I cannot bound a pinch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love? Too great oppression for such a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you be loved down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor. What care I? What curious eye doth quote deformities? Here are the bridal brows shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man betake him to his legs.
A torch for me, let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels, for I am proverbed with the grandsire phrase, I'll be a candle holder, and I'll look on. The game was not near so far, and I am done.
Tut, done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of, save your reverence, love, wherein thou sickest up to thy ears. Come, we burn daylight, ho.
Nay, that is not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, we waste our lights in vain, like lamps by day. Take our good meaning, for our judgment sits 5 times in that air once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well in going to the mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, why they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife. She comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone, on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies, athwart's men noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider's web, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, of latch of film, her wagoner, the small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner's squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairy's coachmakers. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and they dream of love, or courtiers' knees that dream on curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dreams, which oft the angry Mab with blisters plagues, because their breaths with the sweetmeats tainted are. Sometimes she gallops o'er a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit. And sometimes comes she with a tie of pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as it lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches and buskados, Spanish blades, of heaths 5 fathoms deep, and then anon, drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and thus being frightened, swears a prayer or 2 and sleeps again. That is the very mad that plaits the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks and foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of a substance as the air, more inconsequent than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and, being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dew-dropping.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date. With this night revels, and expires the term of despite life closed in my breast, by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike drum.